I think I can dance barefoot. I might regret it. Adam, yeah! It's Wednesday, dudes! Next track. It's gonna be the same nostalgia as last time, though.
Hey, hey! The representative from California.
Sonho de consumo, cantar na sua festa. Vem dançar comigo, aproveite e me sequestra. Alô vagabundo, intenso, muita pressa. Não sei como termina, mas sei como começa.
Stream dead? It did die, but it seems to be up again. I don't know if you saw that. The audacity.
Fiz essa canção pra dizer algumas coisas. Cuidado com o destino.
It's time to dance, okay? You dancing? You better be. It's hot out here. I don't know if I want to continue dancing. But I will. Anyway.
Cantar na sua festa. Aproveite e me sequestra. Se quem eu amo tem amor por mim. Se quem eu amo tem amor por mim. Se quem eu amo tem amor por mim. Eu sei que ainda estamos.
That's all she wrote. I hope this thing is still live. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Darren. Fun is one of those universals. Can be a noun or an adjective. And informal use can even be a verb. Let's have fun. Whereas have the verb. Bruv, you gotta get that hair under control before you come over. Otherwise, you're gonna have customers in force. Aliens. That more have internet, but not actually. I don't know if that. There we go. Okay, yeah. Come on! Come on, bro! Come on, please! That is so neat, Darren. It's the same. I love universal words. Same. Even me. I like universal sayings too. Love is true. Know what I mean? cool Cytrons. That is the genre. But I have such experience-filled internet. Yes. I get to have so many experiences. Right? Oh, yes. Internet. Like, this thing is still alive. It says. I don't even know if I believe it. Can you just please play a song? Hmm. Maybe I needed a moment to take a breath. Yeah, totally. Can you please? Ah, cool, as you do. Yeah. One more? One more drop. Don't worry, the signal's coming. All right. One more, maybe? Maybe one more? I'm out of breath. I'll admit that. Right?
home with y'all. Mini skirt on, mini skirt on, mini skirt on, mini skirt on, mini
Two more drops.
skirt on, with all the platforms, sneakers are the first one at the job. Phone calls, I make great shit with y'all. Send it back, baby, I'm not going home with y'all. Mini skirt on, 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 mini skirt, mini skirt, mini skirt, mini skirt on, mini skirt on, mini skirt on, mini skirt.
Yeah, that was fast. This is next one, chill. Please let it be chill, please. Please, yeah, please. Wow, wow, wow. Chill enough. Chill enough. Absolutely no. No, I say.
A life lesson. I've been falling for you, and it seems to me, yeah, that it's always too good to be true. I try to my wrongs, find myself, time will tell. I thought we could make it work, still I'm hurt. I won't turn, oh no, a life. I guess you just got. Come on.
One more drop. Right. Come on. Come on, Teddy. Do it.
I guess you're just a life lesson. Have my mind resting. Now I don't need your blessing, 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 just a life lesson.
Is that it? More dancing? We want more. Or are they just the voices inside my head? Now something tells me having fun with movement is not in fact about bowel movements. It could be. It could be. Who says? Who says it's not about movements?
Os que falam de mim tá com a bunda deitada na cama.
Then we'll do that one. Next one. This is my having bad internet breath. I'm into you. Not a bad one. Tell me, Mel, how does one develop such obviously dad dance moves without even having first gotten married? Dads have in their own mind succeeded, right? So it no longer matters to them what you think of them. So they can just dance and enjoy themselves. I have gotten there having to have kids. All right, not a flex. It's just that I love myself enough, right? Boom, 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 boom. My kids will cringe. I'll dance in the mornings. I'll wake them up. Be like, come on, bro. The day's starting. Woo! Yo! Let's get into the day, bro. Yo! And he's like, oh, Dad, please. Yes. Yes. Seeing the future and stuff also helps. I don't know if I'm into this song anymore. It is nice beats. But I'm only gonna dance to one more full song, so I think the next one is gonna be it. Right? 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 Also not bad. All right, no more messing around, catching my breath, dancing again. It's it's Dan the yogurt man. Hey Dan, we still dance on Wednesdays, bro. That's still happening. You dancing with us? I really am having some fun looking at these clouds. Hot damn. Hot damn universe. Where you hide all of that good stuff? One more beat. One more. Stand up and dance with us. Might help. Feeling blue this morning, guys. My girlfriend and I broke up last night. Whew. Taking some breaths with you, bro. Dance about it a little bit, maybe? I agree. I do think that's good advice. And ska and oof and off and and left and right. I wish I could, Darren. I'm at work. Ah, yeah, that might give you away. This guy doesn't look sad at all. He's dancing in the office or something like that. Love is true, bro. Can't imagine what you must be going through, how hard it must be. But you do have us in this space with you. I wasn't gonna dance more actually. Stop. Stop, I say. I am like 110 BPM. Wish I could dare and bless again. You're here at the very least. That's good. It's not exactly full Citrons dancing, but you, ouch, are literally in the same space. A distraction if I've ever seen one. Oh, distractions. This is where I'm gonna put myself now. Je klarar nog escape. Wat zei je is dit? German pancake. That's a lot of oil. What is that? Oh, maple syrup. Okay. A German pancake. Egg. What else? No. Vanilla. What is up top? It's kind of like the pancake form of a creme brulee. Interesting. I like it. That's called the Dutch baby by Acela. Yeah. Very nice. Taste the rishams. Oh, all right. I'm gonna go get something to sit on. Ugh. Africa will never unite. That's a rough name. I wish I could empirically say you are wrong. You know what? I think you are wrong. Anyway, I think you're wrong. I think it's gonna take a very strong hand to unite Africa. I had this ambition since I was like a 15-ish year old of wanting to rule the entire Africa. Thank God no mosquitoes yet. Bro, there's mosquitoes here. Oh, it's been rough. I actually got mosquitoed on my arm yesterday while I was teaching my yoga class. I can't not move for a second. Did you order that food? Yes. Yep. I have my own private little chef. Lives in the kitchen. You know, on my beck and call. That's the kind of life I'm living. Yep. That's right. Jealous? You should be. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's my sister. My sister is technically supposed to be studying for a test. She's writing her last, literally her last high school exam tomorrow. It's gonna be English 2, so English literature test. But she's a good student. She knows her stuff. It's a little bug flying in front of the camera. You know, something something insert cheap joke about the Dutch here. I'm too lazy, work it out yourself. Something something being offended because my dad's side is Dutch descendant. Work it out for yourself. See me all offended for yourself. I don't have the time to be. I know you did not do the cut the lawn look so beautiful. Nope. Uh, he was in stream just yesterday actually. His name is Nobbit. There's Nobbit and there's Faskier, and then there's Anna. They have been employed here on the farm for Anna almost 17 years. Nobbit only for like a year, less than a year technically. And Faskier has also been like 12 years. Yeah, they've been they've been here a long time. This is a hard to manage piece of property. I was thinking about all of the constant upkeep. Like if nobody was here, if this place was just left abandoned, right, because of all of the expense that it costs to exist in a space like this, you know, far away from society. If it was just like, nope, this is too much, I'm leaving it. Within like 5 years, it'll be unrecognizable. 20 years, it'll be desolate essentially. Probably would have burned down by then because of all of the grass growing so close to the home. What's a Dutch baby? My sister made one, I think. It's called a German pancake, apparently. And the flavor profile is essentially creme brulee in like a pancake shape. That's the way I tasted it, at least. If the buckle shoe fits a pancake, you cook in a heated cast iron in the oven. Yeah. I don't know if I'd call that a pancake though. Pancakes in my mind are a lot more cakey, right? Hence the whole cake word. That was more, I don't know what the words creme brulee technically mean, but it was more brulee or more creme than it was pancake, right? I know that we have crepes, right? Crepes and creme. Cramps, boom, new name. We had some cramps. Got some cramps. It's good. I would definitely eat more of it. Betcha. Probably gonna. Sister enjoys making food. She's going to go and study food science next year. Going to learn the chemistry behind what makes our food tasty. I'm just enamored by like looking at these clouds right now. I had this whole moment today, earlier, when I was looking at the clouds as well, where I thought to myself that in our current world we have screens, but the interface we would be watching would be the sky, right? That would tell us everything we needed to know about our world. We look at the sky and we determine what we can and cannot do. And the amount of beauty that there is in getting to look at the sky without it having to determine what you can and can't do, or building a life that the sky becomes inconsequential. That is what we humans have done. Find the ceaseless movement of the world. So so much water that it looks like it wants to come and rain again. We've already gotten about 200 mils of rain. I want to say 10 inches, but I think it's less than. Might be like closer to 8-ish inches. But that sounds like it's too little. But I'll take that as like a close estimate. I guess I could check it. What a beautiful sky, right? I lost in it actually. Not me, Meltmore. I just got done writing several poems about it. Writing several poems about the sky. I did mention something not having to be influenced about what you can and cannot do. Right? And again, technically we are. If it's literally coming down, saucing outside, then a hike is probably not going to be on the itinerary. But getting to still live a life that you feel is valuable despite it, right? Still having enjoyable things to do inside. That's the world we live in right now. We have so much available to us. Hot damn. You ain't got no business looking that good. I say to Mr. Clown, look at that one. Yeah, look at that one. Yo. Nice to see you touching some grass. I touch grass all the time, Hunter. I actually make a point of touching the grass once a day with me body, right? Get myself grounded a little bit. I've talked to y'all about my parents have always despised each other. It's created a really strong desire for a healthy, intimate relationship. So it makes it feel like a greater loss than it is. What a beautiful view. Thank you, Hunter. I'm happy to share it with you, friends. Heart breaks for you, Dan, because I do feel where you're coming from. Right? We idealize. We see this whole life almost like sprawling out ahead of us. As soon as we get into a relationship, we imagine all of the good that it can bring, you know, the love that there will be to have, the kind of relationship we could expect. And when it isn't that way, it is devastating because it feels like a certain failure on your part. Like, how could you not have seen it? How were you so unwise? Are you bad at decision making? What role did you play in it not working out? There are so many layers of consideration. That is the the topic that I was going to talk about originally. While I was in a meditative state today, I thought to myself that pain is entertaining. In a way, pain is what makes things entertaining. Or at least it is entertaining enough to garner all of your attention. If this is all something we're here to experience, pain is one of those experiences that are so convincing that we are completely entranced. Completely entertained, you could say as well, right? Your whole consciousness is now suddenly full, dear Dan, with the painful experience that is the loss. Does it help thinking about it? Yay! Hope you have your bingo cards ready. All right, everybody just got a South African potato internet stamp. Hmm. Learning about your incompatibility with others is what'll help you with the person you're ultimately meant for. Exactly. There's always lessons to be learned. All right, life lessons. We're not incompatible. She is Japanese. And earlier in her career, her work term and visa ends in March. So the timing is just not right. Such is life, though. Thanks for the space to share, though. It makes things feel a little bit less lonely. We're here with you, bro. That is a very specific situation you find yourself in. I'm sure that the love that you did share was good, right? And that's also in part why the loss hurts, is because love is true, ultimately. And if you see it from the perspective of eternity, your love eternally exists in those moments in the past, right? And when it was genuine, it was genuine. There's nothing that you can do to change that, right? No loss is great enough to rewrite reality as we know it, as it was. Oh, that's a shame, man. If the universe wants y'all together, though, it'll make it happen. I believe this too. I've seen it, Dan. I have seen it. The universe works in mysterious ways, right? It teaches lessons with a great deal of sophistication. Very convincing. Very entertaining. The whole pain fractal. I fully agree to that, Sam. Bless. Thanks. Bless you, friend. You got this. Not even the potato. This is fucking brutal gaba intro. Soon. 65 days. 6-5. 65 days. And then me and Joe will see each other again, I believe. And then 7 days after that, I'll have fiber internet. Right. All of us will sigh a collective relief when we don't have to worry about Rutakava internet. I don't know what Rutakava means. I don't know if that's one that I'm supposed to know about necessarily, Sam. Rutakaba. Rutagaba? Shit. I'll have to update the bingo cards. Yep. Yep. Think, you'll get less bingoed if you have that potato internet fractal. What could we supplement it with? Uh, Melt is interrupted by Zoe. That probably will be the new one. Melt gets his train of thought interrupted by Zoe. Will you stream time change to US time when you arrive, Melt? Indeed. That's going to be the biggest unfamiliarity to me, Dan. I'm going to be streaming at 10 a.m. ish, Indiana time. Raw is going to be 10 a.m. Indiana time. Let me check. Does this calculator have a time thing as well? I wonder. Time. How about it? No, that's not what I wanted. It's fine. It's fine. South Africa versus Indiana time. Yes. Yes. 9 a.m. No, give me. I almost started screaming. I'm fine. No, relax. I'm so fine. Yeah, 9 a.m. I think 9 a.m. on daylight savings, and then 10 a.m. on no daylight savings. Might make it a little bit hard for me to get a job. I might have to do my streams earlier. I don't know if that's going to be, how do you say, desirable. But at least for the first couple of months, I'm literally by law not allowed to work. So I'll still be able to do my streams normal time. Maru, my neighbor just had. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. I think it's 9 now. Yep. And then 10 for the time change. Will you change for the time change? Yep, yep, yep. Instead of doing my streams at 4 p.m., I'm going to start doing them at the right time. South Africa's 4 p.m. And I think in the same way, I am going to continue doing them on my 4 p.m. So I'll have like a time set to South Africa time that doesn't change, and it will still be 4 p.m. I'm not going to change the actual time slot of my stream, relatively speaking. I work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday and Tuesday, and 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday. So I'll be here early if you got a shift. I love the 12-hour shifts, but I appreciate my bosses letting me work a 4-day week. That does have its own benefits. You get to do more with 3 days than you get to do with two. Right. The little Indian miner screaming. Must be fun to fly. My point was to be thankful for what you have. I definitely am, especially my toes. I think it would be hard for me to dance if I did not have my toes. I do think so. 9 a.m. What a shift. What a shift that will be. I do, part of me at the very least, wants to wake up like 7-ish, 7-ish a.m., go for a walk or something, get some exercise in, make myself a coffee, experience early hour sunlight, come inside after having finished my coffee, give my yoga class, do the live stream, and then go and see what the world needs me to do. Part of me idealizes just going to all of the places, right? I'll probably go to the establishments, but the the full psycho in me, I don't know if it's psycho, would literally like go to people's houses, knock on their door, open the door, it's like, hello, hello, I'm new here. I wanted to say hi. Hello, that's all. Hey, I'll see you around. Goes to the next house. That's it. The little town is small enough for me to hit every house. It's like probably within like, I think it'll take me like 2 weeks. I could do it in 2 weeks. Say hi to everybody. Is that crazy? Yeah, Mel, that's crazy. Aren't we all a little bit crazy here? Your shoes won't fit. I mean, they probably would fit better, technically. That's good to keep in mind. But I'll like to gently suggest, Kinamaro, the existence of other, where suffering does not negate our own. This is true. Dreamtooth says, "MeltMore, you are brave. You are brave for raising your voice." Thanks. Did I raise my voice today? Love is true though. Oh man, I would love to wake up at 7. By 7, I've already got ready and commuted in the New York subway, New York City subway. At least it's working that early, I guess. Oh, you Dan, do you shower when you arrive at work? Nah, I get up at 5:30 to get there on time. I'm an early riser anyway, but 3:30 is too much even for me. Someday, I will work remote again. It will become more and more feasible to do so. What's that movie with Bruce Willis? Hey Google, what's that Bruce Willis movie where people remote into their own bodies instead of going into work themselves? Surrogates. Yeah, that's right. Surrogates. Go full surrogates. 2009 movie. It's wild how quickly, like when surrogates came out, it felt like 2050, 2070 tech. If you watch Surrogates again today, it'll be like, yeah, this is going to be like in 10 years. 10, 10-ish, 20-ish years. I can see it going that way. Maybe, maybe. Grows. So you're just accumulating a whole ecosystem before clocking in, then spreading the love to all of those poor assholes in the cubicles. No, he mentioned that he showers the New York City subway. I always try to keep my heart open there, but I see shit that is horrifying every day. Rainbows and waterfalls to you all. Waterfalls? Rainbows and waterfalls to you too, hoopty hoops. Surrogates wasn't bad. I think Teddy and I went to see it when we were dating. How about that? Yeah, I don't think it was a bad movie. I don't think it was bad by any extreme. I just think when I watched it originally, I was like, this is far out. No way that this is gonna be how it is. And now it's like, I don't know about the whole robot drugs things. I don't know about that part, but the rest of it I can definitely see. My God. I'm sorry, Darren. I'm sorry. Now both of us know. Now both of us know. Mhm. It wasn't terrible, but Bruce Willis has performed better in his career than he did in that movie. Yeah, he did seem very almost like typecast. All right. Is that right? He just felt like he was a very watered down version of himself. Like they wanted Bruce Willis because they wanted Bruce Willis, but he was just Bruce Willis singing. And he wasn't a very like diehard fantastical character. He was just some guy who like other unlike other people specking their droids to look vastly different than they actually do, he spec'd his droid to look the way he does. And that's pretty cool of him. I feel like that's almost the only distinguishing character trait that I can remember from him, in that role. Bruce Willis will always be Pulp Fiction for me. Love that movie. It is a classic. I watched it when I was 14. I probably shouldn't, but I'm cultured. Me cultured too. Sam, Dan, Hoops, Darren, maybe C. Murphy, a lot of fellow lurkers, MeltMore. Sending y'all love as I resume lurk mode. Joe's probably doing some work stuff. Nice having you here with us. Sending you big love. I got like a mini sip here. Feels like there's rain coming. You're bringing some rain? Rain, why don't you? Rain. It might. It just might. I do like rain. You want to see how things have changed? This one has like an extra dimensionality to it. Mama Gaia. God, are y'all ready to hear this? I couldn't get through Pulp Fiction. Yeah. What? I think probably the scene that scene. You know the scene, all right? That scene was hard for me too, Sam. To be completely honest, when I watched that movie, even as that version of me, I was like, "This is please take me to the next. What's happening next?" All right, and then they were suddenly in the car, and I was like, "Yeah, this is better. I can being in the car is better than where we just were. I don't want to go there ever again." Cumulonimbus. Is there a cumulonimbus thing? There might be in the back there. Yeah. Hmm. This place does have pretty clouds. I have grown to appreciate the world for what it is. It's gonna take a lot of resources to build something, but it is possible. Especially if I have help. That's what I love about Tarantino. He confronts shit that other filmmakers are afraid to. Yep, like I wanted to say some. I wanted to like throw some shade on Tarantino about his foot fetish. No, but I feel like I did. Anyway, sorry. I'm sorry. He's like the Jungian embrace the shadow side philosophy in film. Yeah, that's true. That scene, the diner, dragged harder than the episode of RuPaul. Can't say I've seen any of those. The diner scene is the one that killed you? Yeah, the diner scene was pretty lengthy. The one where they were dancing, is that the one you're talking about? Or are you talking about the one where they were in the diner and then they get robbed, right, while they were sitting inside? That scene? I enjoyed that scene. If that's the scene that dragged on for you too long. I actually enjoyed that scene. For me, it was the basement, the dungeon scene. The dungeon scene was for me like I knew all of the other stuff was happening, kind of vibes, right? Up until that age, I was like, yeah, people get killed, people dance, people have sex. I get that. People get kidnapped, yeah, but like people get dungeoned. I was like, oh no, oh no, no, oh no, no, no. No. Okay. Yes, he has a foot fetish, but we all have something. Dan laughing with us. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fine. Let him have. Let him have what he wants to have. Who am I to say? Who am I to say? That's weird. It's a little bit weird. I've seen some. I've seen some like very concerning shots. Right. The one with like him getting what fed liquor by foot. Like you didn't have to do that, bro. Like, you didn't have to do that. And especially if you were so inclined to do such things, right? Do that on your own time. Oh, I don't need to see any of that. Well, you're like, yeah, let's film this with like extremely expensive camera equipment. Let's let's hire a whole team. Let's have a bunch of people on payroll. Let's have like a whole place rented out for this scene. And then you see a shot of a dude with a foot in his mouth. It's like, please, oh, why are you like this? Let Tarantino have his thing. As long as he keeps making gruesomely satisfying movies, I'm fine with it. Yeah, sure. As we say. What new Tarantino movies have come out actually? I wanted to ask my machine, but I'll type it in. What new Tarantino movies have come out recently? Oh, it's 100% a thing. He's a weirdo for sure. Hopefully, he isn't hurting anyone. From what I know, he hasn't. Little by little. Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a Tarantino film. I guess I should have seen that. But I didn't know that. I really enjoyed that. How about that? Did you know that, Gobi? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a Tarantino film. Guess I'll have to see that one too. The Movie Critic, The Adventures of Cliff Booth, Bounty Law. None of these feel like they are very familiar to me, TBH. Final film. Hmm. Whew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It wants to come in rain. There definitely seems to be some rain coming. Mm-mm-mm. There are objectively worse fetishes. Yes. Again, I think it's a normalization thing, right? Like I feel the whole foot fetish thing has been kind of potato internet. Feet are the way they are made. I think a fetish about the normal body part is wholesome compared to what it could be about. I guess it's true. I I think there should be, I feel in my mind, right, somewhat clear boundaries. Right? Fetish is the sexualization of something, right? And again, in a certain context, it could be great for the fetishizer and the fetished over. Sure, I'm more than willing to admit that. However, it's a certain energy. And that energy, I feel, should be reserved for sexuality. And if I'm watching a movie, right, with my parents, for example, technically, even if I'm watching a movie with myself, I skip past sex scenes in movies, even if I'm completely by myself. I don't want to. I don't want to be there for that. I'm sorry. You do have fun, but I'm gonna get past it as fast as I can. And that's the thing for me. I mean, I think that's kind of how I hear Sam being like, "Melt, you're a prude." Maybe I am. Maybe I am. We can all have our things, right? Yeah, that's our way of looking at it, Sam. But most people like butt. He likes feet. Who are we to judge? It's true. Again, I feel like we think it's distasteful if the shot, if a woman walks into a room and it's just like zooming in on her ass. Yes, everybody can appreciate the good butt, but that's not the movie I'm watching. I'm not watching zoom into girl ass movie. I'm watching title, right? And if the movie title is titled zooming into girl butt, I won't be clicking on that movie, right? I won't be watching that. I'm sorry. That's a healthy way of looking at it. I see the gears turning in Mel's head, and he is very much does not want them to. I'll stop, buddy. I'm sorry. Thank you. I look at it like art appreciation. I have eyes, and I'm going to notice if a lady is wearing those butt scrunch leggings because she wants me to notice. And again, it's true. Butt is nice. It's nice, but it's only nice if it is a part of a whole. Right? Like feet are nice, but feet are nice as a part of a whole, right? The whole of a person is beautiful, right? You could appreciate the person's butt, but it is like an extra layer of objectification in my mind. In my mind, when it's just the one thing that you're fixated or fantasizing or fetishizing, or right? Am I making sense? Feels reductive. Feels reductive. Shit, clearly I wasn't serious about the butt scrunch leggings. And again, I'm not saying that you are serious, but I am saying that they will still look appealing, right? And it becomes disrespectful if you're like taking a shot, right? Zooming in, using a camera to zoom in on just the ass, take a bunch of photos of it, right? Clearly, you have a fetish. I don't think we should be encouraging that in the mainstream, right? You go and have your fetish on your own time. Don't bring other people. Is he gonna say it? It's the butt part of the whole. Is the butt part of the whole? Yeah, everything is. There is no separation. The whole is a part. I'm gonna fucking pretend like I don't have any memory. Oh, oh yes. Scrub my brain. Joe is laughing here as well. Joe likes to watch me skizz out a little bit. She's told me this explicitly. This is one of those moments. Boris, the blade. What is going on here? I was watching gaming videos, and then suddenly, who's this hippie? Hey, you're catching me in an awkward time. I'm MeltMore. I do one of these live streams every single day. My mom considers me a hippie too, so I don't take offense. Uh, and we do discuss things that helps us consciously evolve. Despite my best efforts, we have found ourselves discussing subject matter that I don't necessarily know if I enjoy. How did we get here? We started talking about Tarantino. And then we talked about no, we talked about Pulp Fiction. Then we talked about Tarantino, and then we spiraled. Oh boy, did we spiral? The conversation we showed up to have today. Do I even know? I'm so spaced that I'm not even sure right now. What were we supposed to talk about today? Is my stream even live? Having fun with movement, right? Yeah. I did a whole dance stream at the start of it. I'm gonna roll a spliff, so no offense, bro. I'm taking. I guess you've already left. Yeah. And today we're talking about conscious evolving through butts. Our butts have played a big role in our process of conscious evolution too, right? Every butt that has been sat down, focusing on something important, has pushed our species forward. I'm all for foreheads. So much expression out there that's completely missed, right? I do think I have an expressive forehead as well. My dad, from a young age, would do stuff like that with me as a kid. Without butts, we cannot walk upright. Without butts, I would be standing up right now, probably. It is. It's true what you're saying, Boris. The fact that it has served us. Each and every one of us has one. If you're lucky enough to have one that's completely functional, it has been good to you. It would be a constant embarrassment if you couldn't, right? Or something would have to be done. There's a lot to be grateful for. We had someone bring that into the stream as well. Having fun in movement. I want to go for a walk, full of this weather as it is right now. So I will. I'm going to read you, friends, a poem, show you a flower. I wouldn't actually be surprised if that is a true fact, Boris. You do have a bunch of different systems that moves a bunch of different resources to a bunch of different places, moves waste out of cells, moves oxygen into cells. You have these potassium gates. I think that's kind of, in a way, the same thing. Boring out. Boris out, I mean. Cheers. It's nice to have you. I'm just about finishing my stream as well. Here it be. Yesterday's flower. Hey, it's my hard eyes. You're a weirdo. Sub. Thanks, bro. I bet your ass you're gonna see a lot of weird stuff here. If we ever do talk to aliens, I'm gonna be first in line. I show up for the beautiful stuff in life. Little by little, I'll keep showing up. Day by day, I'll make my way towards the future, towards love. Yesterday's stream topic was called the familiar, the unfamiliar, and the gratitude between. Mohammed giving hard eyes too. That's nice. All right. Should I turn myself around and read of the clouds? I might. do exactly that. There's a quiet magic in the things that know our name, the rooms that never rush us, the faces that welcome us without needing an explanation, the little rituals that fit our hands like tools we've used for lifetimes. These familiars steady us. They hold our reflections with a tendency we forget to admire, showing us how far we've walked, how many times we've shed skins, how much of us remains bright even after the long nights. But gratitude doesn't only grow in places that feel safe. There's a different wonder in the familiar, a spark that startles the spirit into paying attention. It nudges us past our edges, coaxing our courage forward, whispering that expansion is just as holy as comfort. And somehow, these unknown territories become mirrors of their own, revealing the futures we didn't believe we could hold, the strengths we weren't sure were waiting inside us. So we give thanks for the familiar that roots us and the unfamiliar that remakes us, for the soft certainties that let us rest and the bright mysteries that asks us to ride, for the known and the not yet known, and the unfolding space between where we meet ourselves over and over again, a little braver, a little more open each time. Familiar with the unfamiliar, finding unfamiliar things in the familiar, appreciating where it is we are. Thank you, friends, for joining me. I look forward to going on this walk, gathering good energies on my way, bringing it back again tomorrow to you, friends, so we can share more blessings. But what's the point? The point is for you to find their friend. It's not for me to tell you what the point is. The point for me is to continually show up for love. All right. And that's what I'll do. And I'll continue to echo that sentiment. And if you find yourself showing up with me, ideally, you'll get to find things that you love as well. A new hand touches the beacon. Thanks for the company today, y'all. Love is true. Yo, chat, what am I watching? Is this a call? That's the joke, boys. We're just friends with overlapping interests. Yeah, it's true. I work at a restaurant, and when Muslim customers came to eat, I give them the best food that they ever had. That's nice of you, bro. A lot of what we talk about is metaphysical in nature and not about the tactile world. In other words, spiritual. Yep. The point is, each one of the ancient religions was given a piece of truth to enshrine in their teachings and preserve for all time. And we're here to discover those pieces. So, a virtual hippie commune, Sam, that sounds like a nice way to describe it. I wouldn't be opposed to that. We are a community that lives on the internet. The way I see this space is that for me, when I feel the most imbued with purpose, is when I find myself amongst people, especially those that love me, right? However, for me to be around the people that I love and the people that love me to be around me, it would take an extreme amount of resources and time of which not everybody always has. So, in that pursuit, I found that this is a way for me to be a friend to almost everyone with a computer, right? Instance of a friend for anyone with a computer. And to make it upon, to take it upon myself to be the one that shows up, right? No matter what. And that has become our purpose in this space, at least for me, Boris. To just hang out, yeah, get a little respite from this crazy world. Exactly. I had a whole thing today, Mojo, where I wanted to like add a little fractal of like, stop scrolling just for a moment, right? It's not going to be potentially as entertaining as all of the immediate little dopamine hits, edited quick information, snap bites. But it might be a moment that you can actually take for yourself. Take breaths alongside me. Look into a little slice of your world. All right. I can just be here next to you. You don't have to look at me, technically. If you do, you might see a little Kobe. Today, it was about having fun. True. Yes, a hippie commune without all that bongs. Boris, please come back. Find for yourself. I have hippie friends. I'm to add. I'm too ADD to be spiritual. Well, I am diagnosed ADHD as well, right? Spirituality isn't about uh, following a regime of meditation and reading scripture and yada yada. Spirituality is about the pursuit of what God is. And you can find God in everything because you cannot separate yourself from it. And we acknowledge that fact, and then we show up day after day with that in mind. It has been a journey of learning from ourselves and from one another. And we can learn from you too, right? Nothing that you have been diagnosed with can take away the truth of your existence. I will build a website to attract more to our commune. Of course. Thank you. That's nice. I'll keep you to it then. I'll look for it. I'll look for it, bro. I'll be like, where that website be? Come and join our community. It's basically the same letters almost. You know, this dude is like sitting on this cushion with me. His little his little hairs are prickling my skin. Yes, I can feel that. Also curious. Yeah, you do have hitchhikers. You do. You do have some hitchhikers on your body. Did you know that? Got it. He really doesn't like the fact that they have stuff on him. And every time I take something up of him, he's like appalled. You had this on you. You had this on your body, right on the back there. This was on you. This was on you. This. I don't think he's gonna be okay after that. I hope. And I think you have more. I think you might have some more somewhere. I think you have here somewhere. Somewhere here you have one. Can you lay it down for me quickly? Can you do like a lay down? I think you might have one here. That's right. Look at that. I got one. I got one. I got one there. And then yeah, I think this is the one I got. This is the one I think I saw from afar. You gonna see what it looks like? Yeah, that's it. It's weird, huh? Yeah, it's pretty weird. And that was on you. It was. It's so strange. What do you think? Uh, you should be more aware of where you walk and stuff. Like they're out there in the fields. So you should like just around without knowing what you're doing. Get all of this stuff on you, bro. Yeah, maybe I don't like that. Do it. You don't like that. That's strange. Little blood sucking parasites. So threw it away. There you go. Check your ears. Doesn't look like you have any in your ears. It's fine. Nothing in your ears. Big farm dog Boris. We're all about that weird. Yeah. Yeah. You see, sometimes I'll just get a little bit sidetracked. We were talking about being too ADHD for spirituality. Boom. Boom. I'm back. I'm spiritualizing right now. Look at me. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, the birds. Mm. The clouds. Mm. The plants. Mm. The doggos. Want to push them their bodies right up against you. Like no personal space. No, there's all of this personal space we had. But we would rather be right here. Rather be right here. Right here. Right here. This is best spot. This here is best. Like this one. Mm. Da 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 da. Skibbity boop. Madabadabscobs. So we also create cult coin to drive donations. We already have a coin, technically. Technically, Sam. We already did that. I know you're making a joke, but that one's already real. How can we drive public interest in conscious evolution without investing a ton of money? I mean, technically, if we did as a community come together and invest a ton of money into the cultivation of like just mushrooms, ideally lion's mane and cordyceps and reishi, maybe some turkey tails. Those are the relatively accessible ones when it comes to cultivation. That could be a good thing for the community and for the people. I don't know how to write a blockchain yet, Sam. I already have. I already did that. Like technically, they make it easy these days. But I guess I gotta figure it out. Yeah, Dan. I don't know if you're into that, but there is a way for you to invest in my work when it comes to that. I have. I have dabbled. I have established a footprint on the blockchain as well. It still got wrecked by the whole Cloudflare stuff, I think. And it did end up posting my freaking work twice, which is specifically what I did not want to happen. Melt, you seem salty because I am, of course. Did I unfollow someone? Someone probably freaking shadow dimension their profile or something. But there it be. That's the flower I intended to upload yesterday. So that's what my NFT profile looks like, Dan. Every day when I upload something, this is what my final form flowers look like. Right? These are the ones that I upload to my Zora, which is a platform built on top of Ethereum. Uh, it feels very experimental still, but it has allowed me to build a portfolio value. Right? As of right now, my token has a $53,000 market cap with about like close to $2,000 worth of actual liquidity. Right? So if you know, you know. It's not that impressive, but it is staggering to me that that had happened. Right? I would not have guessed that my work would be as valued as it is. I guess the reason it did kind of happen that way is because I did get in at the right time. I got very lucky in that way. It felt just compelled, very called to do that, and then it happened. And then as a result of that happening, it uh, it grew exponentially really quickly, right? And I was alongside for the ride, and I was competing with a lot of AI art. Like relatively speaking, AI as it relates to like an actual person or an actual profile creating some sort of content that is being put on display, right? With the potential to garner your attention and ideally your financial capital support, right? It's very hard getting something that's actually made by a human. And I do pride myself in each of these, right? They take me hours to make. Each one of these does take me at minimum hours to make, right? So it is time in my life that I am encoding into pixels. And one day, each of these will be sought after, I trust. Each of these will find a home somewhere in the world. I'll take it upon myself to make my work real. Support my own dream, right? That whole perspective of if you don't believe in yourself, how is anybody else supposed to? And it has been a matter of like learning as I go, right? Some people, especially in our current climate, sees anything related to crypto as uh, not to be touched by a 10-foot pole. I do see it as an innovation of the way we transact value with each other. And what it is we value, like if my art, and in that way, my time and my soul and my energy as a creator is valued, how do we quantify that, right? I'm now moving from South Africa to America. And in there, just from that change, I'm changing currencies as well, right? Getting paid in American dollars technically is better with the currency exchange rate we have here in South Africa. But even if it's better, I still have to then, if I had to try and bring any of that money back to South Africa, I would have to go through this whole contrived banking system that's going to take as much money as they can get away with, right? If they take too much, people will start screaming, but they can take a lot, and they do. Get your ass. They'll take as much as they can. They will. And then, right, like at the end of it, you're left with what you're left with, where just on a fundamental basics level, crypto is going to change that whole paradigm, right? Creating a whole new interface for us to value things in and exchange. This platform literally enables a creator to pay for their needs with their work directly as a unit of measure. Right? Think about that. If you make work that's beautiful and valued by people, right? And people actually put money into that work for its beauty and its value, and they want to be associated with it. They want to be associated with you as a creator, or their actual just love of that thing as a matter. You can then literally, without having to take the art from them, take pieces of that art that you own, and you can exchange that for real life value with the liquidity that is in that post, and you can pay for your meal. I now have the ability to pay for a meal with one of my flowers. I think the way to get there is going to be a little bit janky. Right now, I would have to actually sell the tokens that I hold of my work, and then I would have to convert that to uh, send that to like my wallet, and then I would have to try and get that from a wallet to well, technically these days merchants do actually accept um, Coinbase cards. You know, they have like a whole Mastercard integration. So in that way, it's possible. But eventually, it will be so seamless that you can just literally swipe, and you can tell, right? You can the little algorithm. It says if I swipe for this amount of money, and it can be like under $50 purchases, then use this account. And instead of like pulling all of the liquidity that you have, for example, in one of your flowers, you can take a little bit from each of them, just a little bit, right, all the way through. Then nobody gets hurt by you, almost like using that value, and then you continue to create more as well. right? And then there can be a layer of like ownership where uh, this is the way that I see it. Somebody buying the actual work of art, right? Like wanting full ownership of that work of art. If they make that transaction, like in a way, right? You can like set up a contract where 10% of that value that they pay for the work of art gets put into the actual token value of it, almost like digital duplicate. And then that 10% token value that has been bought into, or that 10% purchase value that's been bought into the token can be sent back as tokens to you as the owner, which means if other people value that work of art later, you literally get to still have some of the money you paid for the work of art you have hanging on your wall. That sounds like what? Yes, you can do stuff like that. Blockchain is wild. It's very cool. I like it. It's cool. I like it. Yeah, it's cool. I think spiritual people have balance, and I will never find it. My life is chaos. I'm envious of you guys. Not even lion dose of weed can get me to relax anymore. Sorry, I was weird in your chat, guys. It's okay, Boris. You're loved anyway. How about that? All I understand about blockchain is step four, profit. Profit is not the end goal, right? Not the way I see it, at least. For me, it's safety net, which you can see as the point of profit. But again, profit unrealized is potential. And when I say realized profit, I'm meaning like you're cashing out and buying yourself a car with your profits. If you don't do that, you have a safety net of cars worth of money that's there to catch you if anything had to happen, if some expense arose, if you suddenly had a dream to buy yourself something, right? And the same counts, at least the way I see it, for the rest of your community as well. The more of them that put that capital in a place where they do believe it can be trusted, the more potential there is. We like weird. Stay. Boris, we're all about the weird. Love is true. You're wrong about that. I'm very spiritual, and many people can attest to how messy and chaotic I am and have been. Same here. Mess is a part of life, Dan. It happens when we do. What we do is cultivate a positive group of friends that can hold space for us while we get our shit together. Isn't that right? Exactly. Doesn't mean you can't identify spiritually. Don't count yourself out. Love is true. I'm more of a TypeScript over Python guy, but I know some Python. All the crypto and AI stuff is all Python nowadays. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of it is. A lot of it will be no code in the far future, though, man. So, like, understanding what it is you want to do and the novel ways in which you want to apply the technology that's already available to us. And then having something that's actually valuable, that's the big thing, right? Can you create something that actually has some real world value? Can people see it as valuable? You do AI shit too, Dan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody does AI stuff. I've messed around with it. I've built web and mobile apps that integrate LLMs, but I've never created one myself. Yeah, you need a little bit of processing power to run your own local models. I would like computers powerful enough to do so. All right. Although like when it happens, like 1 trillion. 1 trillion pram model, and then I'll be happy. Just 1 trillion. 1 trillion? Just what? Right? That sounds like a nice number. And then next year after that, the 2 trillion parameter model and hardware with the capacity to run is going to come out, and I'm gonna be like, come on, man. I just got the 1 trillion parameter model. Come on. Oh, come. And then I'll have envy or something. Who knows? I'll ask my 1 trillion parameter model how I can earn money to buy the 2 trillion parameter. And then by end of week, I'll get the two. And then I'll be like, 2 trillion parameter. How do I get the 4 trillion? I wish I was joking, but we're definitely gonna go down a kind of like rabbit hole rat race and like this feverish pursuit of. I'm not joking. I'm definitely going to build myself a little supercomputer, and then I'm going to have like some sort of service that I'm going to build on top of it, and then I'm going to, as a physical person, do a lot of installation. I guess that's fine. I can hire employees eventually. All right, I'll be my employee at first. I don't know if the robots will be able to do what I'm going to be expected to. What are you talking about, Mel? Maybe just like mounting short throw projectors at very strange places inside buildings and then routing cables all the way to a central hub slash computer and then connecting that computer to a reliable internet source and then IP calling that into the server that powers the output. Technically, the little PC is going to be outputting, but it is going to be needing something to output. And we're going to need a good computer, reliable for that. Yes. What are you talking about, Mel? Don't get me started. First of all, the more I work in tech, the more I want to leave the city and build a farm. I get it. I get it, Dan. If you'd be so willing, right? This is my pitch. And I'm like really making this pitch unironically, seriously. Uh, Save your money as much as you can. If you'd be willing, invest in my work, right? Because I'm not going to be pulling any of that liquidity. And then we're going to take, when we get to the far future, where we have garnered the level of capital we need, we literally come and build a little farm here on the farm, Dan. There's 200 hectares of land here. 50 of it is literally irrigated, right? I'm not joking. It's under what we call a pivot, right? So you pump water and you apply electricity, and then that thing moves and it sprays all the way in that circle. Give me hectares. So I'll give the irrigate number. 123. Nice. 123. 123 acres of irrigated land is here on the farm. And then there is a total of 500 acres, in the perimeter of the property line. So we can grow a lot of food. We can build many earth ships, but we are going to need a lot of money. We will need less money here in South Africa to build things comparatively to the amount of money we'll need if we did it in America. And we do technically already have the land, right? Now we just need to gather the resources. And I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. I've had this conversation with my dad. There will be, him wanting some kickback of like, having people pay just like a little bit of like a property rental. But I can't imagine it being more like 150 to $100 a person kind of vibes, and that would be if there's enough people, right? 10ish people giving $100 each. That will be an extra little bump, you know. You can do something with that, put it away, for a rainy day or whatever. Even invest it back into the property. An extra $12,000 a year upgrades your solar capacity, buys you more batteries, upgrades the pumps, makes them more energy efficient. Like you can keep doing stuff like that. So yeah, love is true. Enjoy the meeting, Dan. Think about what I said, bro. I'm serious. I'm serious. I haven't messed around with this again. The more I stay home with the kid, the more I want to dash off into the woods and never come back. With the kid, or you just want to run by yourself? I feel Sam scolding at me. It's like, don't let me answer that question, Mel. It's a very sensitive question to ask. The more I'm in the woods, the more I want to stay in the woods. Earthships, anyone? Exactly. This is perfect Earthship kind of environment to build in as well. We do have a fair bit of like flat land if you want to build it that way. That is the traditional way to do it. I want to build myself like a little mini airship on a little bit of a hill. There is space here, and there needs to be more capital, right? In order to really get this place taken care of, we need a lot more capital, like so much more. At least, at least, like $5,000 a month needs to be put into this place for 2-ish years for it to be the shining gem that it is, kind of thing, you know? It's a shining gem. It just needs to be polished. Polish. Earthships are not spaceships made of Earth, are they? They are. That's exactly what they are. Right? It's like this is our Earth, right? And you're basically riding it. And then you have this like glass facade at the front of your ship that you're staring out into your view of your spaceship in its intergalactic course. That's exactly what it is. And an Earthship is built with all of these principles of like conserving as much water as it can, producing its own energy, ideally. Reusing the water as well for plant growth. It's a bunch of fractals of taking good care of our Earth, living a little bit more harmoniously with the kid. Or, well, you could take the gift of plausible deniability, or you could pry. I get it, Sam. I get it. My mom literally was diagnosed with postpartum depression as well when she had me. It was a hard part of her experience of having a kid. I will help. And I did hear the shout out earlier, Joe. I am watering my cacti army. Love is true. There's a lot of space here, Connor. There's a lot of space here to grow cactuses. Bunches and bunches of space. Nudging, nudging. Nudgems. C. Murphy. I had a feeling. Love is true. It is nice having you here. You were right. You did say hi to him earlier. Love is true, friends. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being in the space alongside me again. I'm going to say goodbye now, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Love ya. Cheers, cheers. Peace.